Hello students, welcome back. Today in this video we are going to learn about this chapter construction, chapter 11. Now we know for construction we need compass, protractor, divider, so set squares, then we need the rulers. Okay, these are all the things which will be required, and even a pencil which will be required to construct any given figures. Okay, so at first we'll know how to bisect a given angle. Previously we know how to draw the angles 30, 45 degree, 60, 90, 120. Okay, here we'll learn how to bisect an angle. We'll be given one angle. Okay, so what we have to do, so for this, say we are given this angle ABC. Now what we have to do is we have to take a compass and then draw any arc. Okay, draw any arc taking this B as center. Now here you can see the arc drawn is DE. Now what the next step is, without changing the radius. Remember, we should not change the radius. Without changing the radius, or even you can change the radius also, not a problem. Okay, taking this, but you have to take the same radius when you take the centers at this E and D. So taking centers at E and D, draw arcs. Okay, remember it has to be the same radius. So when you take from E, you will draw an arc here like this, and when you take from D with the same radius, when you draw, we get another arc like this, which will cut each other at say point. Here it is mentioned as F. So what you have to do, with dotted lines we have to join this one. So that means on joining you will have this angle. What are the angles? This ABF and this CBF. So there are two angles here, you can see. Okay, this angle and this angle. So there are two equal angles formed. That means this FB is the bisector of this angle ABC. Okay, so this FB is the bisector of this angle, or BF is the required bisector of this angle ABC. That means it divides the bisector, means it divides the angle into two equal parts. The proof is done here. Okay, how they are equal. Okay, by SSS they are equal. They have joined here. This EF and this FD is joined. Okay, and you can see this BE and BD. This BE and BD, we have taken the same radius, so they are equal. Then EF and DF are also equal because they are also, as I have told you before, that we have taken the same radius, so they are also equal. And this from here to here, BF and BF, they are equal, common side. That means by SSS they are congruent. And when we know these two triangles are congruent, that means all the angles are corresponding angles are equal. That means this angle is equal to this angle. That means they are equal by CPCT, and that means they are the FB is the, BF is the bisector. Okay, then we'll learn how to draw a perpendicular bisector of a given line segment. Perpendicular bisector, remember, perpendicular bisector means it divides the line into two equal parts, as well as it is also perpendicular to the line. As you look at here, if you see this AB is a line where this one is at 90 degree, and it is dividing this line segment into two equal parts. That means AM is equal to MB. So for this, what we have to do, at first we have to take a compass and taking this at the extreme points we have to take the center, and the radius you have to take more than the half of this one. So half of this line AB. That means if you take from B, okay, it will be more than half the radius. And by taking this, what you have to do, by taking this we will draw more than half. We have drawn one arc taking B as center, and then again taking A as center we have drawn another arc. Okay, there they will cut each other, and not only on this side, we have to do it on either side of the that line segment AB. So from B again here and from A again here, they will cut each other, and then we have to join this line. On joining this line, we can see there is a point where here it is given P and Q, they meet this line at AB at this point M. Okay, so that means this M is the midpoint and of AB. That means this is equal to this, and also it also forms a right angle. That means it is the perpendicular bisector of this line. Now the proofs are also given here. If you see, as it is the midpoint, okay, so here from here we have taken the same radius, so this AP and BP, they are equal. Then here again AQ and BQ are equal. Okay, and then this PQ, now what you have taken, this triangle and this triangle. Okay, so which one? This triangle and this triangle we are taking, and we have seen this side is equal to this side, this side is equal to this side, and this PQ is the common side. By SSS they are congruent, and when they are congruent, that means this, when they are congruent means that APM is equal to BPM. This APM is equal to BPM by CPCT. Yes, and then again we have taken this triangle and this triangle, where this and these two angles are equal, these two sides are equal, and this is the common side. That means this, both the triangles are also equal. Which triangles we have taken? This triangle and this triangle, where this is equal to this. Okay, this is the common side, and this angle we have already got. Now they are equal. So by SAS, this triangle is equal to this triangle, and that means this AM is equal to MB. That means this M is the midpoint of AB, and also this angle is equal to this angle, and we know this AB is AMB is a straight line, so this angle and this angle equal. So it can only be possible if these two angles are right angles. Okay, because it is a straight line, so these two angles are equal, and it can be only 90 degree. Now M is also the midpoint, and this is 90 degree. That means it is the perpendicular bisector. So likewise we can draw the perpendicular bisector of any given line segment. Okay, the proof is given here. Then we'll learn about how to construct 60 degree. Okay, before heading on to the exercise, you will be given any ray where you will, at the initial point, you have to draw an angle of 60 degree. Now if you look at here, this is the ray given. Now what you have to do, this is very easy, as we have done before. Okay, I'll show you what you have to do. You have to take the line segment at first, that means the ray AB. Now with the help of the compass, what we have to do, we'll take the center at this A. At this A we'll take the center, and with any radius, okay, don't take too big radius, don't take a bigger radius. With any radius, with the help of a compass, we'll just draw an arc like this. Okay, now you can see we got again I will draw. Okay, so this is the line A, B, and taking this AS center, we have to draw any radius like this. We have to take any arc, we have to take any radius and draw an arc. And then what you have to do, without changing the radius, okay, we have not changed the radius, and you can see this point, say this point is C. Okay, from this, taking the compass, that means the pointer of the compass, or C as the center, will draw another arc. Remember, we are not changing the radius, so we have to draw another which will cut this arc at a point. Say the point here is, say D. Okay, and then what you have to do, we have to join this one, whatever it is from this angle is 60 degree. Okay, so this is what this side here. See here, it was given AB was the line, ray, then the center was taken as A, and then an arc was drawn. Okay, an arc was drawn. Now you can see this point this point D, and with the same radius, taking D as center, we have to draw another arc which will cut the previous arc at this point E. So then what you have to do, we will join this AE. We'll get the angle as 60 degree. See, this was the point E, so it was joined, and then we are getting this E was joined, and we got this angle, that is 60 degree. Okay, this is the way we have to draw 60 degree at any given point of a given ray. Okay, thank you. Next we'll head on to the exercise.